Polka at the American Banjo Museum, and we're doing our best to preserve, present, and promote the banjo in all of its styles. But we can't do it without you. We need your support, so I hope you'll join me in contributing to your American Banjo Museum. And thank you.
Hello everyone, Happy New Year from the American Banjo Museum here in Oklahoma City. You know, after the year of 2020 and all the weird stuff that's gone on, we thought it would be fun to have a fun, nostalgic, old-time sing-along night. Take us back to a simpler time. For me, that simpler time started back in 1971. It's, yes, almost 50 years ago that I started playing this tenor banjo, and I thought it would be fun to go back to those early days of my career when I started at Shakey's Pizza Parlor in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, December 17th, 1971. I'm hoping somebody's marking the calendar so they give me a big party for my 50th anniversary in Oshkosh sometime next year, and I'll let you know how that works out. But for tonight, I thought it would be great fun to go back to those days of Shakey's. Now, this is not a Shakey's Pizza Parlor, but it sure looks like one. If you look over to my left, there's some windows that are red and orange and yellow. Those are actually out of the Shakey's Pizza Parlor in Appleton, Wisconsin, one of the places that I played when I was very young. It was kind of a baptism by fire. You didn't do a show at Shakey's, you just sat up and played songs. And in those days, the songs that we're going to play for you tonight were old. And that was almost 50 years ago. So the songs we're going to do tonight are really old. But what was really cool is I found the old sing-along slides that we used to use at Shakey's. If you've never been to a Shakey's before, what they would do, they would take the old songs from the 1890s and the 1920s and such, and they'd put the words on little 35 millimeter slides. They'd put a projector on the ceiling, and then they would project the slides with the words to the songs behind the banjo and the piano player. So we're going to do a little high-tech version of that. We scan the slides, and we're going to play some old songs that go way, way back, and we're going to invite you to sing along. Now, I hope you've got your pizza ready and a drink of your choice. If it were me, it would be a Bud Light, but whatever you like to celebrate New Year's Eve, grab your pizza, grab your favorite people hanging around, and sing along with us. I know this may sound a little silly, but it's the best we can do. It worked for Mitch Miller and Sing Along with Mitch. It worked for Disney just a few weeks ago with their Christmas sing-along, so we hope you will join in and sing along with some of these great old tunes. Here's one. Now this, as far as I'm concerned, is the best sing-along ever. And if you don't sing with this, you might as well just tune into something else, because this is about as good as it gets for a sing-along. I'll start with the verse here. It goes like this. The other night, dear, As I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. As I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and I cried. Now it's your turn. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Now I gotta tell you, I can't see you, and we haven't activated the cameras in your iPod or your computer, but I feel you were singing out there, so you have earned the second verse. Let's give it a shot. I'll always love you and make you happy if you will only stay the same. But if you leave me to love another, you'll regret it all someday. Now it's your turn. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. One more time. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me, yeah, when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. That was great. Even if you didn't sing, I hope you enjoyed hearing the best sing-along ever written. Now, I know some of you want to sing, but you're not willing to fully commit. So I have a contingency plan in place. What I like to do sometimes is play some songs that we won't have a slide for this first one, so you don't even need to read the words on the screen. It's one of these things that's a three-worder, I call them. If you don't know all the words, you got 3 words you have to sing. Your words are side by side. And now we ain't got a barrel of money. Maybe we're ragged and funny, but we'll travel along singing a song. Sing it. Side by side. We don't know what's coming tomorrow. Maybe it's trouble and sorrow, but we'll travel the road, sharing our load. Let me hear it. Through all kinds of weather, what if the sky should fall? Just as long as we're together, it really doesn't matter at all. And when they've all had their quarrels and parted, we'll be the same as we started, just traveling along, singing a song. All right. Now, I got to tell you, we did activate the cameras in your phones. You were doing great. So we'll do one more 3-worder here. I'll tell you what, I do have a slide for this. If you want to sing all the words, jump right in. Go right ahead. But if you don't know all the words, or don't want to fully commit to the whole thing, your part, 3 words. Bye, blackbird. Got it? Let's give it a shot. I back up all my care and woe. Here I go, I'm singing low. Let me hear it. Bye, blackbird. Where somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, and so is she. Blackbird. Now no one here could love or understand me. Oh, what hard stories, they all hand me. I make my bed and light the light. I'll be home kind of late tonight. Blackbird, bye-bye. All right, you are on your own. Let's see what you can do. Here we go.
Pick up pizza 23, number 23.
The music we played at Shakey's was always old-fashioned. Again, even when I started doing it about 50 years ago. Back in those days, we considered the tunes from the 1920s to be the modern stuff. And then we'd go back further, back to the 1890s. So these next tunes are some of my favorites from the gay 90s, the first gay 90s back in the 1890s. And I'm going to ask you to sing along. But this first one, I think you don't even need the words, but we're going to put them up anyway. They go like this. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. Well, it's root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Now, I know this program tonight is going out all over the country, maybe all over the world for that matter. But here in the United States, a lot of folks have their favorite baseball teams. And when we do live shows, if we had a big audience here, what I would do right now is try to find out where everybody's from by singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game one more time. But when we get to the root, root, root for part, I ask them to root, root, root for their favorite baseball team. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'll get to the root, root, root for the, and you're going to shout the name of your favorite baseball team, and you're going to have to shout it real loud because it's got to get all the way to Oklahoma City. Let's see what happens. Here we go. I take me out to the ball game. I take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root, root, root for the. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Now we got one more from that wonderful era. This is actually my favorite gay 90s song, A Simple Time. And when you have a daughter that's going to be married sometime in the near future, this song really hits home as the father of the bride. Let's give it a shot. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer true. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't for two. All right, now, just about a year ago, my wife Sarah and I had a chance to head out to the Big Apple. What a wonderful trip it was to spend some time in New York right before Christmas. But you can only imagine what would have been like back in the 1890s. A song captured it all, called The Sidewalks of New York. East side, west side, all around the town. The tots sang Ring Around Rosie, London Bridge is falling down. Boys and girls together, me and Mamie O'Rourke, we tripped the line fantastic on the sidewalks of New York. All right, you guys are doing great. So we're gonna keep up. One more tune from the gay 90s. This is doesn't have a slide. You don't need the words to this. It's kind of like those three-worders we just did. Little simpler because it has more words, but they're shorter. The tune is, and the band played on. Your part is, and the band played on. Yeah, you got it. Casey would waltz with a strawberry blonde and the band. He glide across the floor with the girl he adored and his brain was so loaded, it nearly exploded. The poor girl would shake with alarm. He married the girl with the strawberry curl and the band played on. And they'll root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Play ball. I hope you had fun. Those are great old tunes. Now, let's go back. A little bit earlier, I sang the verse of a song, and you guys came in on the chorus. A lot of folks don't go back that far to remember that songs used to be written in 2 parts. They had the verse. If you're a piano player, that used to be the part you'd skip over on the music to get to the part you recognize, the familiar part. I like to check the audience intelligence level on a time to time by doing a little quiz. I'm going to sing for you the little-known verse of one of these well-known old sing-along songs. I will sing the verse, and then when it comes time to sing the chorus, I would like you folks at home to jump right in and sing the chorus, okay? I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's up to you to figure out. And once we get to that point, I'm going to give you a few seconds to get it on your own. And if you don't, I promise, we'll provide a visual aid. But the verse goes like this. And now the night was mighty dark, for you could hardly see, for the moon refused to shine. A couple sitting underneath the willow tree, for love they pined. The little maid was kind of afraid of darkness, so she said, I guess I'll go. The boy began to sigh. He looked up at the sky. He told the moon his little tale of woe. What did he say? No? Shine on, harvest moon, up in the sky. I ain't had no lovin' since January, February, June, or July. Snow time, ain't no time to stay outdoors and spoon. So shine on, harvest moon, for me and my gal. Let me hear you sing it. Okay, one more time now. Now you got it down pat. Let's hear it. Shine on, harvest moon up in the sky. I ain't had no lovin' since January, February, June, or July. Snow time, ain't no time to stay outdoors and spoon. So shine on, harvest moon for me and my gal. During my early days at Shakey's, one part of the program was called the Banjo Special. It was basically a time to feature the banjo player playing an instrumental version of some sort of song that sounded like it should be played on the banjo. It's a song where people didn't sing, and for the most part, they didn't pay attention. Basically, it was a time for them to converse, to maybe eat some pizza, drink some beer, or go to the restroom, I guess. So if that's in your program right now, eat some pizza, drink some beer, do whatever you need to do. I'm going to give my voice a rest, your voice a rest, and we'll pick a little bit. I'm going to take you down to the barnyard. I hope you enjoy. Go like this.
Pick up pizza number 40. Number 40.
A few minutes ago, I talked about the tunes from the 1920s being our modern songs that we played at Shakey's. In the 1970s, they were already 50 years old, and now they're 100 years old. But they still reflect that time period. The roaring 20s, people doing the Charleston and flappers and all that fun music that went along with the era. So I have a medley of songs from the 1920s. I have words for all of them. They're going to pop up on the screen. We invite you to sing along. There are 5 songs in this medley. 5, count them. I would like you to pay attention, close attention. You will realize at the end of this medley that 4 of the songs actually preceded the 5th. And I'm doing them in that order. Now she was 5'2", with eyes of blue. Thought, oh, what those 5 feet could do. Has anybody seen my gal? She got a turned up nose, turned down hose, a flapper, yes sir, one of those. Has anybody seen my gal? Now if you run into a 5'2", a covered with fur, a diamond rings, all the things, bet your life it isn't her. Could she love? could she woo? Could she coo? Has anybody seen my gal? Yes, sir, that's my baby. No, sir, I don't mean maybe. Yes, sir, that's my baby now. Yes, ma'am, we've decided. No, ma'am, we won't hide it. Yes, ma'am, you're invited now. By the way, when we reach that preacher will say, yes, sir, that's my baby. I know, sir, I don't mean maybe. Yes, sir, that's my baby now. Baby face, you got the cutest little baby face. There's not another one could take your place. Baby face, my poor heart is jumping. You sure have started something, baby face. I'm up in heaven when I'm in your fond embrace. I didn't need a shove, I just fell in love with your pretty baby face. Now, Ma, she's making eyes at me. Ma, she's awful nice to me. Ma, she's almost breaking my heart. I'm beside her, mercy, let my conscience guide her. Ma, she wants to marry me, be my honey bee. Every minute she gets bolder, now she's leaning on my shoulder. Ma, she's kissing me. If you knew Susie like I know Susie, oh, 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 what a gal. There's none so classy as this fair lassie. Oh, oh, holy Moses, what a chassis. We went riding, she didn't balk. Back from Yonkers, I'm the one that had to walk. If you knew Susie like I know Susie, oh, oh, what a gal. Were you singing on the last chorus? I hope so. I'd like to feel your pulse right now. We're going to take it easy for those of you that really overdid it on that last one. We're going to do a song in memory of our great friend, Eddie Davis. Eddie loved these easygoing banjo songs, and he loved the the walking feel of tunes like Jerry Herman used to write for Broadway shows. This isn't a Jerry Herman song, but it was one of Eddie's favorites anyway. And we've got all the words up on the screen, but there are a lot of them. So if you're not willing to fully commit, your part is Maine. Got it? You coax the blues right out of the horn. There we go. Maine. You charm the husk right off of the corn. Maine. You make that banjo strumming, plunking out a tune to beat the band. The whole plantation, it's a humming since you brought Dixie back to Dixieland. You make the cotton easy to pick. Let me hear it. Babe, you give my old mint julep a kick. Man, name. You make that old magnolia tree blossom at the mention of your name. You made us feel alive again. You've given us the drive again to make the South revive again. Hey. All right, you're on your own. Let's hear it now. To pick. Here we go. Mame, you give my old mint julep a kick. Mame, you make that old magnolia tree blossom at the mention of your name. You made us feel alive again. You've given us the drive again to make the South revive again, babe.
Pick up pizza, number 27. Number 27.
From our All Good Things Must Come to an End department, and by the way, don't get your hopes up, my show is not over. But at Shakey's, at one point in time, they realized, hey, people really aren't paying attention to the banjo player. And one night, very unceremoniously, I was given what they call the pink slip. Your services are no longer required. As one door closed, another one opened. I found myself doing something I never thought I'd be doing. But I'm from Wisconsin, and if you're a banjo player, unemployed in Wisconsin, you sooner or later are going to find yourself playing polka music. And that's just what I did. So I thought it might be fun, especially for you folks who are listening up north, to take you back to those thrilling days of my yesteryear and play some of the old polka favorites. Again, sing along. Love to have you do it. There's a garden, what a garden. Only happy faces bloom there, and there's never any room there for a worry or a gloom there. And there's music, and there's dancing, and a lot of sweet romancing. When they play the polka, they all get in the swing. Every time they hear the yum-pa-pa, everybody feels so fra-la-la. They want to throw their cares away. They all sing Mali Bashkiva. Then they hear the rumble on the floor. That's the big surprise they're waiting for. Then all the couples form a ring. For miles around you'd hear them sing. Your turn. Roll out the barrel. We'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel. We've got the blues on the run. Zing, boom, tarara. Sing out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel. For the gang's all here. You sing it now. Here we go. Roll out. Sing, boom, tarara. Sing out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel, for the gang's all here. All right. Now, one thing led to another in Wisconsin, and before long, I found myself playing with some of the more popular polka bands. Actually, the king of them all, the America Polka King, Mr. Frankie Yankovic, who had a million-selling record with a polka back in 1948. See if you remember this one. Go like this. Just because you think you're so pretty, yeah. Just because you think you're so hot, just because you think you've got something that nobody else has got. Now you caused me to spend all my money. Now you laughed and called me old Santa Claus. Well, I'm telling you, baby, I'm through with you, just because, just because. Now, when we did these polkas in Wisconsin, in Milwaukee, there was something that always went along with a polka dance. That was the liquid nectar of Milwaukee, the beer. And so many beer drinking polkas, like the Beer Barrel Polka, came along around that time. This is one of my favorites. In heaven there is no beer, that's why we drink it here. And when we're gone from here, all our friends will be drinking all the beer. Sing la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. One more time with la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Tavern in the town, and there my true love sits him down, and drinks his wine, mid-merry as can be, and never, never thinks of me. Fare thee well, for I must leave you, do not let the parting grieve you, remember that the best of friends must part. Adieu, adieu, kind friends, adieu. Yes, I can no longer stay with you. I will hang my heart on a weeping willow tree. Fare thee well, fare thee well, fare thee well. In the town, and drinks his wine, as merry as can be, and never, never thinks of me. Fare thee well, for I must leave you, do not let the parting grieve you, remember that the best of friends must part. Now adieu, adieu, kind friends, adieu, yes adieu, I can no longer stay with you. I'll hang my heart on a weeping willow tree. Fare thee well, fare thee well, fare thee well.
Teacher number 27, pick up number 27. Your pizza's getting cold.
This next song is one of my favorites. It's one of these kind of laid-back little old sing-along songs that makes people kind of nostalgic. And then a popular recording by a group called Johnny Long came out back in the 1940s, which shifted the gears of this soft, sentimental, laid-back tune and turned it into kind of a pop hit. So we're going to give you both versions. Sing along on the sentimental, sweet version, and if you feel like it and want to twist your tongue a little bit, you can rewind and learn the pop version of it, and then just to make it all nice and sweet and fuzzy, we'll go back to the sentimental version at the end. Let's see if you remember this old favorite. Starts out like this. It's only a shanty in old Shanty Town. The roof is so slanty that it touches the ground. Just a tumble-down shack by an old railroad track, like a millionaire's mansion is calling me back. I'd give up my palace if I were a king. It's more than a palace, why, it's my everything. There's a queen waiting there with a silvery crown in a shanty in old Shanty Town. There's a shanty on a town on a little plot of ground where the green grass grows all around, all around. A roof so worn torn, so badly torn, it tumbles to the ground, just a little old shack that's built right back about 25 feet from the railroad track. Fingers on my mind, ghost all of the time, it keeps calling me back to my little old shack. I'd be just as sassy as Haile Selassie. If I were a king, it wouldn't mean anything, but my boots on tall, read the writing on the wall, it would mean a thing, not a doggone thing. There's a queen waiting there in a rocking chair, blowing a top on a gator's beer, looking all around and trucking on down. I gotta get back to my shanty town. All right now, everybody sing. It's only a shanty in old shanty town. The roof is so slanty that it touches the ground. Just a tumble down shack by an old railroad track. Like a millionaire's mansion, it's calling me back. I'd give up a palace if I were a king. It's more than a palace, it's my everything. There's a queen waiting there with a silvery crown in a shanty, in old shanty town, in a shanty, in old shanty town. I gotta get back to my shanty town. You know, the Gaslight Era in St. Louis, around Gaslight Square, was a wonderful entertainment district that had a lot of banjo players and a lot of sing-along places, just like Shakey's Pizza Parlor. They put together some odd medleys. This next one I heard on a record. The record was called Live from Gaslight Square. I don't know who the banjo players were or who the musicians were. And the songs, in my opinion, never fit together really good as a medley. And that's why I've saved them for this point in the show, just for you. I thought we'd pull out some of these tunes, kind of string them together and see what we can do with them. They're songs you might know. This first one is not even from the Gaslight Era. It's from, I believe, the 1940s. It was one of my dad's favorite songs. He used to tell me, he said, "Son, why do you want to be a musician? The songs they sing these days, they don't make any sense." And my dad's favorite song was Jada, Jada, Jing, Jing, Jing. Go like this. Jada, 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 jing, jing, jing. Jada, 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 jing, jing, jing. That's a funny little bit of melody. It's so soothing and appealing to me. It goes jada, 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 jing, jing, jing. Jada, jada, jing, jing, jing. Now it's your turn. Sing it along. Just like the girl that married dear old Dad. She was a pearl and the only girl that Daddy ever had. She was a good old-fashioned girl with heart so true, one who loved nobody else but you. I want a girl just like the girl that married dear old Dad. I got a little baby, but she's out of sight. I talk to her across the telephone. I've never seen my honey, but she's mine all right. So take my tip and leave my gal alone. Every single morning you can hear me yell, Central, fix me up across the line. She connects me with my honey, and I ring the bell. And this is what I say to baby mine. Hello, my baby, hello, my honey, hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire, baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you lose me, then you'll be left alone. So baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss by wire, baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you'll lose me, then you'll be left alone. So baby, telephone and tell me I'm your own. Yeah!
Pizza pickup number 27. Number 27.
Back in the days of World War I, WWI, as Lawrence Welk used to say, there was an entertainer and songwriter who really captured the nation's heart and the nation's spirit. His name was George M. Cohan. Around the 4th of July, we all think of James Cagney and Yankee Doodle Dandy singing those wonderful old George M. Cohan songs. And if it were up to me, I would make a medley of about 12 or 14 of them right now. But because we only have the words for 3, we're going to do an abbreviated version of some George M. Cohan stuff. And if you feel as I do, very, very blessed to be in this country where a banjo player can figure out how to make a living by doing what I do here tonight and sharing it with you people, you'll realize that it's a great place we live in. And George M. Cohan's music really drove that home. But he was an Irish American, and he loved some of those flavors of Ireland before he would play some of his flag-waving USA songs. So I'm going to start off with one of my favorite songs from his Irish side, and then we'll move on to some Stars and Stripes. Go like this. H-A-R-R-I-G-A-N spells Harrigan. Proud of all the Irish blood that's in me, a devil a man could say a word again me, for it's H-A-R-R-I-G-A-N, you see. It's a name that a shame never has been connected with Harrigan. That's me. Let me hear you sing it. It's a name that a shame never has been connected with Harrigan. That's me. I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy, Yankee Doodle do or die. A real live nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. And I've got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart, she's my Yankee Doodle joy. Yankee Doodle came to London just to ride the pony. I am the Yankee Doodle boy. and old flag, you're a high-flying flag. Forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true under red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or brag. But should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on that grand old flag. You know, this has been a crazy year, and I hope spending some time in the way distant past when things were a lot simpler and a lot friendlier has brought you some joy on this New Year's Eve. It's a great way to celebrate the end of an old year and looking forward to a great new year. This next song, which by the way will be my last song, pause for tears. This song was written back in 1918 in the final years of World War I. It was seen as an anthem of hope as people look forward to a better time that was on the horizon. And I hope that we are at that place right now. And with this, I wish you all a very happy 2021. A song that we dedicated as the anthem of the four-string banjo actually started out to be a ballad. And we're going to start it off very simply and very sweetly, hopefully as a ballad, and then to close out in the traditional banjo fashion with fireworks, and I basically light a match and blow up at the end. We're going to take you back to 1918 with Gene Lockhart and Ernest Sight's masterpiece song. Really, it's a wonderful tune called The World is Waiting for the Sunrise. Dear one, the world is waiting for the sunrise. Every rose is heavy with dew. The thrush on high, his sleepy mate is calling, and my heart is calling you. everybody.
Pizza pickup number 27. Your pizza is gone.